Every time I return, it seems like the city's a bit more crowded. I don't believe in luck per se. I do realize how fortunate I am to be a part of all of this.
Actually said that.
Well, if it isn't the newest addition to the family.
Sarah was just regaling us with a story involving her and Vladimir that is clearly 100% fabricated.
Are you calling me a liar, Kadri?
No, ma'am. Wouldn't dream of it.
At this point, we've all got stories that sound made up. Lucky that all of us here know they're true.
Some stories do seem a bit more outlandish than others, though.
Well, sure. We all have a unique story, but I don't think any of us really expected to be here like this. I was sure I'd have a nice, quiet life as a researcher.
I kind of figured I'd just keep securing religious relics.
Sorry, I couldn't quite hear that. Did you say securing or stealing?
You're never gonna let it go, are you?
You should know by now that is not how Walter operates. He never lets anything go. It's gotten him this far.
And Andreja might still be out in the fringes of the settled system, scraping by as a smuggler.
It was perhaps not my plan, but my options were limited.
Hey, no judgment here. In addition to weird stories, I think we've all done a few things we're not proud of.
And that is one contest Barrett would definitely win.
What about you? I know you were kind of thrown into all this.
Oh, yeah, you really did have an exciting first mission. Pirates, artifacts, powers, all at once. I'm sorry to hear that.
You were given a rather unusual, abrupt introduction to Constellation, weren't you?
Hey, you really did get thrown into the mix before you had a chance to know what that meant. I'm glad you stuck with us.
Well, since you did find the artifact, we're one step closer to figuring this all out. And we all got to meet you. I consider that a very good thing.
We have an incredibly capable group of people here. We have a path to follow, and we're going to see where it leads. We're going to figure out what this all means, and look after each other along the way. No matter what happens, we're all in this together.
I'll drink to that.
I feel like I've been waiting my whole life for this. Constellation, the artifacts, unity. Huh. Well, it could be. I'll meet you there.
Captain thing really well.
I guess I'm
We really need to talk.
Did you need something? Is something amiss? Goodbye.
Right now may not be the best time to talk to me. All right, we need to talk. Right now. You flat out murdered someone. I did not sign up for that. You gotta understand that we're representing Constellation. And when you fly off the rails like that, it's a stain on us all. I don't know what's going on with you. But maybe it's not a good idea for Cora and I to be traveling with you. Against my better judgment, I'll bite. What do you have to say for yourself? I'm not sure you won't make this. But that's hardly an I think all of us have made mistakes. I mean, I know that more than most. So please, just try and keep it together, okay?
Do it again. Do you need help? Okay, then.
I know everyone's excited by the art. Ever since I got here, this has felt like home. Stay safe, okay?
I don't really go.
War memorial. We can stop to pay respects if you'd like. Times lately.
Have you ever heard one of his sermons? They're really good.
Keeper Aquilus, can we have a moment?
Oh, Mateo. It's been too long.
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels in the soil. But, Keeper, I didn't come to catch up.
Oh. Well, what's on both your minds? Oh. Yeah. How humanity comes together. How we are to love each other even as our universe becomes even more complex.
That's not exactly what we mean. Keeper, when you...
Perhaps we should talk about... Now that we have a little privacy, why don't you tell me exactly what it is that brought you two here? I see. Yes, you are quite correct.
Wait, what? I've never heard of this story before. And how come you know about it when I don't?
Forgive us, Mateo. We have a bit more history than you might realize. If you're already familiar with the story, then I assume you know where to go and with whom you need to meet. Or considering you are walking Constellation's path, perhaps you feel the need to hear the story again. Retrace your steps. Of course. Let's speak of the person who discovered the true meaning of unity. In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Varun. And he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum, his addition or contribution to the infinite. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code? Yes, maybe the enlightened Varun worshipper. I visited her.
I'll stay here with the Keeper. We need to catch up. And I wouldn't mind asking him a few more questions.
Anything I can help you with? Right. No worries.
If it's about the... Oh.
The Unity Pilgrim in particular.
Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times. Our early records, but there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. We might actually have some, but anyway. A man walks into the first House of Enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter. So they think he's a charity case at first, but no. The Drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of two what you're really looking for? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem of do that. Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it again. Always happy to help. If you'll excuse me, I've got a lot of aid efforts to coordinate.
Exploring the galaxy is hard work. Trust me, I know. But stop by sometime and let's talk. Just us adventurers, okay? I've been thinking a lot about my early days in Constellation lately. Got me pretty nostalgic, and I started digging in some old things. Just sort of reminiscing. I found some of Irvin's last mess. See you later. Thinking of got me pretty innocent. I found some of. Yes, I didn't think. So most of the messages were every, but one thing, in one of his messages, he said something. Ah, did I give it away somehow? Oh well, that's precise. Well, Vasco helped. Turns out the message was. I know this is probably long done. So in this message, Irvin said he said they'll do it. Okay. Right. Nat got a minute.
My mother wanted me to be a doctor. A doctor? Mothers. Am I right?
Is there a type of weapon combat tech won't make?
A visitor? He knows not the truth.
He sent both of us to ask me.
The Great Serpent waits in the shadows. That is the truth.
You don't need to tell us. We just figured it would be better to ask you direct.
Yes, I have spoken to your keeper about this. I will tell you what I told him. And then you will. Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever, but the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the Great Serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Over 120 rotations. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan. That is all. Then we are done.
Hey.
I know your type.
Oh, you're back. What else did you learn? If there really is a location, was there anything else? Yes. Let's see. Infinitum addend. Yes, that's it. And from there, before you go, I know you're looking for a specific unity, but if you had to guess what it was, conviction. Another word for strength. Can the truth not be revealed to the weak? Someone with doubts. So that's your intention. Your friends, your companions, all of them will be swept along.
Nope. We'll be swept away by the might of persuasive evidence, though.
Well, I won't keep you any longer.
satellite located between those mines. Any explosion will ruin the data. Think you could extract some files? There is no plan B. Perfect. I can't believe you pulled it off. Here are the credits I promised.
Life faces some.
course you are. Now come aboard.
Is there a way to go faster than the speed of light? And none of them.
Sure, I would be happy to chat.
So, well, Vasco, turns out the message was short. Well, that's all I have to.
This better be all right. Out with it. You think I'm being You have a lot of... My God. Members of Constellation are held... If you intend... I'm not sure there's anything... No. Well, that If you're trying to play, just try to be more careful in the future. This better be good. Just stay away from me.
I don't know about you, but a fella can do a lot worse than Constellation.
What the hell do you want? You're kidding, right? I'm not good.
Any day you make it through, I'm always up for it.
Sam!
Adventures, my man. It's good to be out and about. Cora misses a lot.
So it's finally happened, hasn't it? I had a feeling when you slipped through my grasp at New Atlantis. But I'm a step behind, aren't I?
You're starborn. More than that. You're reliving your old life.
Is this even the first time we're having this conversation? It's not, is it? Oh, you are in deep.
You could have told Constellation what you are, but you didn't. Why? No, but you owe yourself one. Do you think pretending to be your old self is what's best for you?
Oh, let it go. We've all retraced ourselves a few dozen or so times. I say, we play along with your little reincarnation. The more freedom you have, the more new things happen.
You're starborn. And all of us need to be responsible for the fact that we are visitors in this universe.
Lies! We have as much right to be here as anyone.
But do we have the right to turn another universe into our playground?
There's that hypocrisy again. Did their threats from the shadows keep your universe? We each get to decide what's right and wrong. Exactly. That's what we all want, isn't it?
If you insist on walking this path, then walk it fully. Go to the moon. Follow its secrets to the next artifact. Maybe remembering what happens to Earth will give you focus. Very well. You'll also need to return to Constellation and find the artifacts in the fringes of space. They'll be expecting you to tell them about the Unity.
And it might be best to give them the version where you're still human, and not a Starborn that's been lying to them this whole time. The emissary and their kind only want to control you. Whoever created the artifacts and built those temples is playing a game with us. One whose prize is access to the center of all creation. There are no rules. Whoever gets all the pieces wins. And I've won. Over and over. I don't kill for the Unity. I find the easiest pathway to it. They enter the Unity, take artifacts from others, I am many things, but I would never tell anyone what to do with their gifts. That is your decision, not someone else. The emissary wants to become the judge of who gets to enter.
I'll tell you everything I can.
Mateo told us about your pilgrim's voyage.
You found it, didn't you? The meaning of unity. Wait, say that again?
You can't possibly mean...
Yes, I wouldn't mind it.
I don't even want to think about the physiological changes you'd need to travel between.
Plus what it would do to...
You have the opportunity.
One doesn't approach... You're right.
Not to make a sharp turn. Let me know when you... These last glimpses... Catch a smile up.
I have something for you when you have a moment.
Hello there.
Yeah. Just get away from me. Next time, why don't you bother someone else?
Hey, how are you?
Staff, Protocol Delta. So, there. Be ready.
Chief of Security. If you'll follow me, I'll show you to the director. We'll take the back way up. Here, you can see our lovely